Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day, wherever you are.
No,
There's playback.
hold
Where is
on.
there playback? That's why, it's because I had two screens open. You can hear myself. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is all good and all well anyway. But welcome back to our post match reaction to, of course, Liverpool 2, Liverpool 2, Manchester City nil. There we go. Of course, the Reds are, of course, 11 points clear. So, Ricky,
Mm.
is it done? Is the title done? Is it coming? It's coming back to Liverpool.
Oh, nearly, Dad. Nearly. I'm not gonna jump the gun, but yeah, no, nearly.
Go, come on, you believe,
What? Yeah,
surely.
I mean, with the amount of home games we've got, it's hard not to see it coming back. Um,
Mm,
I mean, is it seven of the 11 are at home?
yes.
So I mean, Arsenal theoretically need us to lose 4 games because of the goal difference is so high. So basically, it's 12 points clear.
Hmm.
Um, so you need us to drop 4, and they need to win every game. I don't think. I mean, they've got no strikers, so they're not going to beat teams enough for us to worry about. But yeah, me personally, I think it's done. But yeah,
Say it
fucking,
loud, say it proud, mate.
it's done. It's done. I just want to see I've been checking Twitter the last half hour because I've been looking at some Arsenal fans' tweets that have been piping up when we drop points at Villa, and
Mm,
yeah, and they're all conceding defeat on there by the look of it.
mm.
So yeah,
Stay humble, huh?
mm.
But indeed, of course, let us know your guys' thoughts. Of course, obviously, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the share button, all of that good stuff. Get as many reds in you as possible. And again, let me know how you lot feel as well. Because look, I think us two, especially on Cloud9, but I think everybody else should be on Cloud9 as well. Of course, nothing is done. Look at everything we do say in the show. Look, of course, we say it reactionary, but look, at the end of the day, Liverpool are 11 points clear, and that is a big, big lead to take into the rest of the season now, of course, considering as well, of course, Arsenal have to be perfect from now until the end of the season to at least overtake us, to go on to win the Premier League anyway. But let's effing go, Colin, as well. Big up Ozan as well. What a weekend, lads. Big up Carl as well, saying the drought is finally over. Fucking took 10 years. But yeah. I know somebody that wasn't confident because we hadn't won them in 10 years. But look, new manager, new vibe.
Is that where was
Uh,
it? 2015 when it was the last time we beat them there.
yeah, it was Jurgen Klopp's first
That's
game
when
against
Bobby
City.
Firmino scored when he took yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
And that's the one where Skirtle hit that rocket, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Past Joe Hart and freaking
Is that the
looking
last
frustrated.
time we beat him there? That's mad, isn't it?
Well, technically in the Premier League, obviously we did beat them in the Champions League
Yeah.
in the Kiev final, which, yeah, freaking look, we could 100%, go on to analyze that game in particular anyway. But I want to kiss Slot's shiny bald head, Colin, as well. You can do it with Ricky. Instead, I think Ricky's is a shinier than Slot. I'm ready to cash in now. Yeah, absolutely, hero. Hopefully doing well anyway. But big up Zane as well, saying Arne Slot took off your mask, your Carlo Ancelotti in disguise as well. I think obviously we'll have later up on the channel stuff that Arne Slot said in the press conference, but I think he said it perfectly just now. Nobody really expected Liverpool to be in this position. And now that we are in the position that we're in, you do look at it and go, over the last, I think, 2 years, Liverpool haven't lost as many games as what, people think is required for Arsenal to have. Like, again, this Liverpool team, we've been here before. We've won Premier Leagues. We won a Premier League. We won a Champions League. Like, this team knows how to win. But it's just the manner that we've done it. Because today's performance, I don't think anybody, Rick, would have said like Liverpool are going to sit back in a mid-block, try and absorb a lot of pressure from Manchester City and hit them on the counter attack. And every time we did that, we looked like we were going to tear them apart.
No, I said to you when we was watching it earlier that if Haaland started and played, it
Mm.
wouldn't have been that tactic that we went with today. I think obviously Slot found out that Haaland weren't going to make the squad, um, and that's the difference between Klopp and Slot. Is Slot's very tactical. He plays the opposition rather than plays the game.
Yeah.
So he'll set up tactics against certain teams, certain blocks, certain possession-based teams. And you see today, without Haaland, they didn't really have an outlet to put one over the top. So it allowed Liverpool to select certain individuals that the four midfielders worked to treat. I thought it set it up tight in midfield, and it just allowed us to sit back that little bit more and absorb whatever they were going to throw at us. Like as good as Marmoush has been for City since he's been in, he's not Haaland. He's not a bit of a unit of a guy. So it was fairly comfortable for. Listen, the two centre halves were amazing, Konate and Van Dijk. The fullbacks had a little bit of a tougher defensive, tougher game defensive show against obviously Doku. Doku had Trent on toast every time he went forward, but his end product shocking. So it don't really matter that he did get past Trent because he ain't going to do much with it. And obviously on the other side, Savinho had a battle against Robertson. But yeah, I mean, what else could you ask for?
Yeah, exactly. And I think we did very well in terms of like just running legs on us. I think genuinely, like we talk about Liverpool against City, I think over a couple of years, and like we've gone, yeah, we've lost the midfield battle at times, but that today was, I think it was brilliant. You know, I think it's perfect the way we again managed to we give City the ball, but we never really conceded anything threatening. I would say, you know, I think obviously watching the game at the time, it's you know, we were all of us was like very nervous, me included, but it was very much again if it was something that did break through, you had Virgil van Dijk or you had Ibu Konate, like you said, sweeping in behind and just clearing things out, and then if a shot got off, you know, Allison's there in behind. But I think, you know, one guy, you know, in particular, I know obviously we'll speak about many others tonight as well, but I've got to give, you know, Dom Szoboszlai his absolute praise. Again, people go man of the match. Genuinely thought he ran his socks off today. What was your thoughts on big Dom Szoboszlai?
Yeah, I mean, you see him at the end of the game, like he was flat out on the floor, laying down, like he was done, like not injured, but he was just absolutely shattered. I've never seen something that. We used to praise Henderson for running 90 minutes around in the game, but Dom Szoboszlai, I think, does that and does it more. Got a goal and assist today. We've been crying for Don to get his numbers up a little bit in terms of goals and assists, and he did that today, one of each. For me, he's one of the first names on the team sheet. When you don't play Dom Szoboszlai and you play someone else in that midfield, you notice a little bit of drop off in terms of the distance run, the pressing, the distance run. But yeah, he takes some. He's took some abuse over the last season and a bit, but I think he's one of the main guys on that team. And listen, if he can get his numbers up a little bit, fair play. But you got to acknowledge what he does off the ball, on the ball. Not obviously if you don't create, you don't score. You got to look what he's doing. Obviously, he could be the assist to the assist, but if it's his running and his commitment and his hard work that is paying off, and listen, if someone like De Bruyne gets on the ball, you've got Dom Szoboszlai chasing around for 90 minutes. So you can't ask for more.
Yeah, no, you can. I think, yeah, as you said, but there, you know, that was his fifth goal and his fifth assist of the season in all competitions. Just take a look at it now. Yeah, 3 goals, 3 assists this season. Again, that has been the big thing with Dom. It is the numbers, and I think everybody would agree that it is the sense of that's where he needs improving is just the numbers, because his work rate is unbelievable. His link up play as well, I think, is very much underrated. For again, we all know Dom Szoboszlai can you know, whip a ball in, or even you know, like Rick said, you know, set up the play, for example, as well. But I think all of us have said just shoot, at times, and he did that for his goal today. And look, he took full advantage of that. And I think he is someone, as Ricky said, in terms of somebody that you can obviously see a noticeable difference in Liverpool's midfield when he's not a part of it. I think the prime example of that is when he was ill for those 2 or 3 games a couple of weeks back, where we really missed him. Again, the first leg, I think, against Spurs in the Carabao Cup semi-final, that game I think is a prime example of what where Dom is brilliant in this Liverpool team. And ever since that that ill period, he's been undroppable. I don't think anybody can say he's not been nothing but perfect so far. And look, long may it continue, because at the moment it is helping Liverpool to push on and go and win the Premier League title. Him, Maka, Gravenberch as well. And again, when you look at Liverpool today, yes, the energy, the legs, for example, in terms of nullifying City's attack, but again, that was a huge performance. And even the likes of Wataru Endo when he came on as well, like absolute super sub Wataru Endo. Ricky knows how much I love Endo in this team anyway. But it is the fact that Liverpool are 11 points clear. I think of course the away cup let Manchester City know who is going to be the Premier League champions come the end of the season anyway. But big up Gary as well. I think Talia Albin, the Reds ain't got no money, but will still win the league. Where's my manners? Ricky Taliosan as well anyway. But big up Luke as well. Obviously Luke was on the channel for the opposition preview as well, saying fair play lads, we're not at it this season, sorry, we need a rebuild, and today proved it as well. Yeah, I would agree. I know obviously Luke's a massive Kevin De Bruyne fan, which Kevin De Bruyne I think is noticeable that he is done at the top level, to be fair. But who was your man of the match, Con? Rick, I'll let you answer that. Who was your man of the match for today?
Sabozla all day long. It's going to be between him and Salah, but I think Salah's got one too many recently, so we'll give it to Dom.
To answer your question, Cal, when you say Guardiola, no slot 2, as people on Twitter like to say, welcome back to the Arnie Slot Penitentiary. That's what we'll say for the show anyway. But did you hear Neville's commentary when Salah was coming off? I think he had no, but I could probably imagine it. No. Yeah. Was it bad? Was it really, really bad? Oh Jesus! Do you know what? Gary Neville's going to go into hiding this time, because this time round we can celebrate a league title win. He's going to go. He's going to be unknown for summer, which will be kind of good, to be fair. But Zobo ran his legs off, pressing, defending, tracking back. Yeah, absolutely. Ozan, great win. As well as from Carl. Big up Carl, hope you're doing well. Damo says Dom left the City defender marking him face down eating grass as he swiveled in the box and scored his goal. Yeah, absolutely. Gary says someone call Fergie, let him know what time it is. 20 times in it for the Reds. But big up Adventure as well. Hope you're doing well, mate. Big win for the love of God. Let's see it home. Yeah, absolutely. And Cal says we won the league. No, the best one was Hander over Manchester. That was the best, I think, crowd cheer for today anyway. But no, like Rick mentioned him, Mo Salah. Where do we talk about Mo Salah? Because he's again breaking records, a goal and an assist again today. Again, he is going to break the record for assists in the Premier League. He's only 4 away now from equaling it. I genuinely think this is an all-time season that he's going to have. I think obviously now getting 50 goal involvements in the Premier League alone, that is outrageously good. But I think obviously the big question is, Rick, when's the contract getting announced for Mo Salah?
You'd like to think they'd announce one this week after beating City, going 11 points clear. You'd like to think they'd announce one just to give it that bit more boost, or even do the double announcement of him and Van Dijk. Does he? I don't even. I don't even. Yeah, I don't even want to have the conversation if he signs or not. But
He's staying, surely.
hopefully he does. But you never know in football. But yeah, I mean, his numbers are phenomenal. I mean, I think it's his fifth season that he's hit 30 goal
30 goal
involvement.
ones.
Yeah, so it's his fifth season that he's done that. Is it every season that he's been here? He's at over 20 goals in the league, bar one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's again. It's just.
I'm just reading through the stats now. So yeah, so Mo Salah has both scored and assisted a goal in 49 separate league matches in his career in Europe. It's the most of anyone apart from Messi and Ronaldo, which again, he's proven them levels. He's the first player ever in Premier League history to get over 40 goal involvements in a season. Obviously, when he got 32 goals and 10 assists. Obviously, this season so far, 25 goals, 15 assists. Like it's genuinely, we are talking about the best player in the world right now, and it's not even close. And I know people will shout out, Rafinha at the minute because he's performing really good for Barcelona, but genuinely there is no one that can touch Mo Salah for me. And again, just looking at even more stats, again, Mo Salah is the 16th away goal in this season. He equals Harry Kane and Calvin Phillips as well with that. So he's going to break that record as well, because surely he'll get one more goal before the end of the season as well. So look, genuinely, I do think if Liverpool win the Premier League, which looks likely now, and go on to win the Champions League, that nails it down. He will win the Ballon d'Or this year, if not already. If Liverpool just win the Premier League and his numbers, do you think he'll have to take a Champions League rec for him to win the Ballon d'Or, or do you think it will? Or do you think?
No,
because this is going to hurt Ricky, by the way, because Ricky, footballer-wise, hates Mo Salah. No, you're kidding.
I think Ballon d'Or is a weird one now, though, isn't it? It's not the same as what it used to be.
It's a popularity competition.
Yeah,
really.
He went in the top 10, was he? The last one, Salah?
Wasn't in the top 30.
Top 30, and now all of a sudden we're talking about him winning one. But we all know it's a popularity contest. It's all about who does the flashier tricks. He does he deserve to win one? Yes. Should he have won one already? Yes. Will he win it this year? No.
You don't think so?
I don't think they give him it. I don't think they give Mo Salah. Mo Salah will not get a Ballon d'Or. I just said it's a popularity contest. I mean, we don't do 400 flicks and tricks. His name's not Mbappe. His name's not Vinny Jr. His name's not Jude Bellingham. His name's not a few other people out there. They won't give Mo Salah the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, we'll just knock them out the same.
They give Mo Salah the Ballon d'Or. It goes against everything. They've now anyway. Like Messi and Ronaldo, obviously they won Ballon d'Ors based on their numbers and what they won. The last couple they both won was a bit of a sham. They should never have won them. Ronaldo, Messi. Who else won one? Rodri won one. Rodri's out the normal. They basically gave him that because he is the best DM, and obviously he won the Euros with Spain and he won the Champions League. Nope.
The year before he won the league and
he won the Euros. So they give him to that, but I don't think they will ever give Mo Salah a Ballon d'Or. But does he care? You've heard him say in the past that he's not too fussed about the Ballon d'Or because what is it? It's not even a proper award. It's not even a FIFA recognised award, the Ballon d'Or.
No.
So
just a French. Or if you ask Rio Ferdinand, again, the Ballon d'Or is the thing.
They'd rather give Rafinha the Ballon d'Or than Mo Salah because he plays for Barcelona, He plays in Spain, he's Brazilian, does a few tricks here and there. He has got good numbers this season as well, but they'll rather give him that than Salah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Big up Doug as well, saying get me in the ground on Wednesday night. No, I was on. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. We'll win the league before then anyway. Man City boss Pep Guardiola has lost more games against Liverpool than any other appointment in managerial career, 10 than Jose Mourinho. Well, to be fair, it's Arne Slot has more points than I think Jose Mourinho in their first season, only him has won more points than Arne Slot right now as well. So when you look at it like that, obviously Chelsea, obviously numerous amounts of managers, but again, you've got Carlo Ancelotti, Antonio Conte, and then you've got Arne Slot, who's just come in and completely torn this league up with Liverpool. And yeah, Arteta, this is how it's done, sunshine. Big up Gary as well for that. Stay humble, huh? But
Banner, innit?
Do you know what? And this is the thing, right? Supposedly Liverpool have a weakened team. Supposedly Liverpool are catchable. Yeah, and it's 11 points, lads. But was a great game. Didn't have to step out of first gear though. I think we had to a little bit. Mark, to be fair, pick up Mark as well in the comments. I think we had to again defensively just to keep the shape, but again, like Dom Saboz's, like I wouldn't be too surprised if Dom is maybe not rested for Wednesday, but
Who?
Dom, because it was so quick. Like, he went on the floor, didn't he? So straight after
Yeah,
the game.
no, I don't think he will. I don't think he will, because you look at it after this Newcastle game. We haven't got a game till Southampton is our next game.
Oh, PSG a week.
So league game is going to be. It'll be Southampton a week later, but.
The next league game is like a week and a bit. Yeah. But yeah, no, I could get that, to be fair. But Rafinha plays in the Farmers League though. They don't care. To be fair, but everyone hates Salah when he's the best in the world and smashes records each week. Yeah, unbelievable. 34 points above United is funny. Well, to be fair, Arsenal are closer to 8th than they are to us. So take that as you want anyway. Big up Daryl as well, saying cool, calm, collected performance. Yeah, absolutely. 20 points ahead of Manchester City. It's the first time we've done the double over them. Is it since 10 years ago? Like, did we beat them at Anfield in 2015? I'm just trying to think. Obviously, we haven't won the away in 10 years in the league, so it has to be somewhere around there. But yeah, again, us beating. How many years have we said, we need to take full points off City to win the Premier League? And, now we've done it. Spurs was outstanding today. Yeah, absolutely agree. Arteta will rush Saka back and try and catch Liverpool.
He'd be stupid.
Yeah, I think they'd be stupid to do that. I think they go all in now for the Champions League. I wouldn't be too surprised by that. But to be fair, can their attack get past PSV? Really? At the minute?
Yeah, I think
it's. I think they will, but it is an iffy one. You have to think about it.
Yeah, I do think they'll beat PSV. That Dutch league's awful. I mean,
hey, they scored 3 goals against us.
You could put Darwin Núñez against PSV and he'd score. So I think Raheem Sterling might be all right.
You think it's Raheem Sterling? It's like he's god awful. But Avenger says the atmosphere will be mad on Wednesday, and we'll hopefully see the lads through. Yeah, absolutely. Since 2015, beat them 3-0 and 4-1 in 15-16. Oh, there you go. 3-0. Yeah, because I can remember, I can vaguely remember James Milner scoring, and City fans being fuming because he celebrated. I think Arteta will prioritize the Champions League. But the thing is, though, I don't think they win it. I don't think
they won't get past Madrid.
Yeah, they got PSV, sorry, and then it's either Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid, and they don't get past either one of them.
No, because if Atletico Madrid away from home will just park the bus, they'll stick 10 man behind the ball, and Arsenal won't be able to break that down because they won't have the attacking players to break that Atletico backline down, and then Atletico will just beat them at home. I think because obviously they ain't got the score, are they? And Atletico will score at home.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, there we go. Milner, Lallana, and Firmino scored that night as well. Yeah, I could remember.
Yeah.
I could remember Milner. I just couldn't remember who else scored. As well. To be fair, like Bobby must have some good record then against City, maybe.
Nah,
Doesn't he?
nah.
I thought he might
I
have
want
a
to
good
say Bobby's got maybe 3 or 4.
As a
Yeah, he scored one in the away fixture, one in the home fixture, and did he score in the Champions League game?
um,
No, he
scored
set the
one.
goal up.
Oh,
He set the goal up, didn't he?
yeah. Oh no, he did score. He scored at the Etihad. He scored the second goal, didn't he? Because he did the waving
Yeah,
goodbye celebration.
yeah.
But Cal says, I don't think City have ever done the double over us. They probably have done it at one point in history, but definitely not in recent history. It took United 26 years to win one more league title than Liverpool. To be fair, like, I mean, me and Rick said this off camera. This summer is going to be huge for Liverpool because if we get it right in the summer, Liverpool could go back to back, and they could do. Of course, obviously they have to win this one first, but the summer is so huge because City are going to rebuild. Of course, they're going to. But of course, they got the finances too. Arsenal are probably going to go and sign a striker. If they don't, then I think then it's probably calls for Arteta to be sacked. And then us, we need to be competitive in the summer. We can't be lackadaisical like we normally are and then go, oh, we couldn't do this because of this or that. And I'm like, look, this is an opportunity now for Arne Slot to build his Liverpool team, to build his structure, because at the minute he's doing wonders that isn't his team. It's a great team.
No, not having
Yes,
that.
Yes, it
not having
is.
that. Not having that.
God's sake.
It might not be. It might not be his team, but it's
no. It's a really good team.
It's a different formation. It's a different set of tactics. So he's doing it.
You're telling me Kostas Tsimikas is his left back?
It's not. But Andy Robertson is more or less
his style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I agree with that.
A younger Robbo is someone Slot will like. The whole back line is people Slot would like. The midfield, I think, as well. Obviously, we were looking for a 6 in the summer. Didn't happen, so they turned Gravenberg into 1. But like I said to you, if we get Isaac in the summer, we win the league next year. I'm not asked.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But also, you keep Van Dijk, Salah,
and
Trent. Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, I think two out of 3 stay. But
yeah, Salah and Van Dijk.
Yeah, but listen, Trent's at the 3. Trent's the most replaceable at the 3.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And if only one signed, for me, it's Van Dijk. Because I don't think there's not another centre half.
There's no money.
There is. Yeah. There's not another centre half out there who's anywhere near Virgil van Dijk. If you let Salah go, you miss his numbers. But then, if we spend some money in the summer and you get some attackers in, as well as Dom Szoboszlai behind, they'd have to take the load of getting the numbers between them. But I just think Van Dijk is just next level, man.
I think Van Dijk is he's irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Like there isn't a you look on the market right now, like you even look at top centre backs, like probably who would you say is the next down from Virgil van Dijk? Like Bastoni, but you're never going to get a Bastoni out of Inter Milan. And then you look at it. I know people go, oh, you could look at a Saliba, but of course Saliba is never going to join Liverpool from Arsenal. So then, who is then the next best?
You're then looking at wonder kids.
Yeah, like Dean Heisen and
Zabiani from Bournemouth as well. Diamande from Sporting.
Diamande from Sporting. Oh boy.
Antonio Silva from Benfica, who's had a bit of a poor season. You're then hoping I'm saying the 20-year Braithwaite. I do generally believe we could get Braithwaite out of Everton, but
where's Ryan?
Mate, Mattox knows. Mattox said as long as I admit Kwanzaa's not better than Braithwaite.
Jesus Christ.
But no, Braithwaite's probably that level. You then, like I said, you're then looking at a wonder kid to hopefully fulfill his potential and then step up. But that's a couple of years away from being the top level at his game. So I just think Van Dijk is the one that's irreplaceable at the free. Trent, listen, as good as Trent is at passing and his creativity, you can easily go get a right back out there who could do the same sort of thing depending on how you want to play. Like I said to you, if Trent goes, it wouldn't surprise me if Hato's the left back from Ajax, they bring him in, who can also play centre back. And they'd probably try for Frimpong from Leverkusen, who's a bit more attacking minded, which then when he's attacking, that Hato will sit in with Van Dijk and Konate like, as a free. And it's comfortable, isn't it? But we'll see. We need some clarity on these contracts. So when Van Dijk come out yesterday, he said that he expects to in about a month's time.
Yeah, I think his interview with Sky as well, I think was very optimistic with, him speaking about the future and like how there's big things coming and so on. I think out of them all right now, I think the most confident you can feel with is Virgil van Dijk. I think Virgil van Dijk's deal is done or more or less getting done. But it is obviously Mo and Trent. I think we've said it for a very long time though, isn't it? That out of the three, we've felt nervous about Trent's contract more than anyone because of obviously how verbal Mo and Virgil have been, in terms of getting the deals done. But yeah, in terms of that it's a must, and we need to get clarity over it as quick as possible. Anyway, let me quickly scroll back up to read your guys' chat. He did it away at the Etihad. James says the double over City getting the red as well. Big up James for doing well. Carl says massive summer. City aiming to get 5 players as well. Liverpool City race next season again. Yeah, I would agree with that. I do think it'll be Liverpool and City again. But again, Arsenal will claim they're in favourites for the title again. I think Liverpool signed David and Cunha. It would be the most Liverpool signing to go and sign Jonathan David on a free. But is Jonathan David the answer? I don't think so. Personally, Liverpool keen 3 players. Or Liverpool need 3 players. 9 or 6 and a left back.
Told you.
Yeah.
Hato, Belieber, and Isaac would be my 3.
What's that? 250 mil?
No.
You sure?
Shit. Yeah, but Diaz and Nunes are going in the summer. We know that. Costas Tsimikas is going in the summer. So between Diaz and Nunes, you'll probably get, I reckon you could 140 to 150 for the pair of them. For the pair of them, so 150 for the pen. So that alone pays for Isaac. If you're going to pay 150 for Isaac, I don't think you will. But that will be
depends on the Champions League. Yeah.
So that's the Isaac money there, and that's without spending anything that we were going to spend anyway. And then you got Costas going. What did you get for him? Packet of Harry
15. I think you could easily get 15 million for Costas.
So you take
That's
that.
Push.
You then Hatter will cost you 40 million. I think it's going to be mad. But we've been here in the past where we won a league. Who did we sign after winning that league on?
Thiago and Jota. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Gary's put there Jota's going. Jota will only go this summer if the offer's too good to turn down. If you get Jonathan David in, Jota will go.
Maybe. But
I just think if someone offers too good of an offer for Jota, with his injury record, Edwards is ruthless. Edwards will cash in.
Well, the thing is, like today now, like and especially like the last two games, they've both like all the strikers have been available. Like
He'll
obviously,
play. He'll play Wednesday and Gakpo on the wing. You won't see the same tactic
oh no,
today,
you won't
but
see the
you'll
same
see.
thing. No, no, no.
No, so you'll see Gakpo on the wing. You'll see Jota down the middle, and you'll see Salah on the right hand side. That will be the three on Wednesday.
I'd agree with that. Because nothing happens this summer, they will be Carnage. FSG will get. Yeah, it'll be the same. The same thing will happen. The thing is, though, that like it'll be the exact same as what it was last season. There will be a deadline on the 30th of June or 31st of June, wherever. And obviously with PSR, there will be a big deadline, and it will then go quiet afterwards until the window closes, because that's exactly what happened last year.
If Villa are in trouble this summer with PSR, keep an eye on Morgan Rogers and Ramsey.
Yeah, no, 100%. But not even then. Like it does depend on just whoever, because I think out of all the teams, I think Chelsea are going to have to sell someone if they don't get Champions League football. Obviously,
who wants any of the Chelsea players?
Well, no one at the minute. They're freaking absolute crap. But you know what I mean? Like, again, they can't have another year where they don't get Champions League football. Newcastle need Champions League football just to keep Isak, potentially, and to keep themselves ticking over in terms of PSR and the rest of it as well. So I think, obviously, everybody goes, oh, the league's done in terms of the title and this, that, and the other. But the rest of the places in the league are huge, in terms of money and obviously placements and so on as well. Because at the moment, and looking to midweek, we were speaking off camera, Rick, weren't we, in terms of Forest and Arsenal. Like, Forest have to win. Like, they're only 5 points ahead, I think, of like 6th or 7th at the minute. So, like, even that's a big game midweek for Forest.
That won't be the Liverpool team, by the way, on Wednesday. That midfield won't be the midfield.
Was it Gravendo Jones? I love the optimism.
That might be the midfield on minute 65 when we're 2 or 3-0 up. That won't be the midfield that starts. Not a chance.
One would sell Jota, Diaz and replace them with Isak and Cunha.
Yeah.
I don't think we get both of them.
No, you won't get both. It's one of them.
I think Cunha will go to Arsenal, if I'm being honest, because they can't. I don't think they can get Isak. Obviously, their whole the whole thing is to get a striker, but
it would be interesting to see if they went for Cunha. That must mean they're conceding defeat with Isaac. Because I'd feel the same. If we went for Cunha, he's your candidate to Isaac.
Do you think, obviously we're going a little bit away from the City game, but I want to quickly talk about it. Do you think we'll find out quickly whether or not Isak will go this summer?
Oh, yeah. I expect you to find out early June, middle of June, if Isaac's going, because no team's going to wait around.
Yeah, there's no Euros or anything, is there?
No. But if Isaac's the man you want, there's no point leaving it to July, August. Get it done in June. That's one done. And that's your main signing. Listen, if Liverpool just signed Isaac, Hatter at left back / centre back, and a midfielder, I'd be like, yeah, sweet. And then whatever goes out, you then bring a player in to replace. I'm not saying it has to be high end, because obviously we know Slot's main three up top is Gakpo on the left, Salah on the right. No idea down the middle, because he don't know. He don't rate any of our forwards. I'm telling you now, he don't rate Jota, he don't rate Nunes, and he don't rate Diaz down the middle.
I think he rates Jota. I just think Jota can't stay fit.
I mean, I think Slot's disappointed in the way Jota's made and fitness. That's why I don't think he can trust. That's why I think today the team didn't have a main striker down the middle of it. It was pretty much Jones, wasn't it? It was the highest amount forward points.
Well, pretty much Dom and Jones, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, with Diaz floating around as well.
To answer your question, Ozan, 2 years ago I would have done. Now, no. I think Gvardiol, for some reason, has all the capabilities of being a striker. For some reason, because his movement for a left back.
Arsenal had him. If Arsenal had him.
Who's that? Oh, oh,
They could put him up front.
oh,
and he'd probably score them goals.
Yeah, Mikel Merino, a freaking striker for him anyway. But Cal says, I believe this will be the first ever clean sheet at the Etihad. Could be wrong. But yeah, if that's true, then Jesus Christ, is a brilliant result for Liverpool. Forest v Arsenal kick off 45 minutes before our game against Newcastle. Does it actually? No, Rick will check that. As well, Gary saying Isak would score 50 goals in this team.
Yeah. 8:15 we kick off and they kick off at 7:30.
Wow. Why are we kicking off at 8:15?
Everyone's on TNT as well, so I don't get it. But, well, mate, everyone's on TNT, bar the Ev.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, they
just
are.
went. Oh,
they must, yeah, everyone's showing they're on TNT, but then that game ain't. They must be the flick the red button and press shit if you want it on.
Just the shite game.
Yeah.
To be fair, which they are, to be fair. But going back on the game then, Rick, obviously it is a huge win for us. 11 points. Now everybody seems to think the title's done. Is it now just keep our heads level and the team is good enough now to just go on and win the league now without any swerves in the road, or do you think again it's going to be maybe one more twist or turn before the end of the season?
I would have said GS, but I think because you've got 7 of your 11 league games left at home, I think it would take a massive collapse for Liverpool not to win this league. And I think if we did, serious questions would need to be asked. Not of just in general, but yeah. Listen, Paul Merson said it's done when he was on Sky. That was funny yesterday. Paul Merson, they said he was doing his game the Arsenal game. Said what was going on. It went back to the presenter, and all you hear is Liverpool won the league, just out of nowhere. And the guy turned around to Paul Merson was like, but yeah, he said it's done. Roy Keane said it's done. Gary Neville pretty much said it's done. I think Mo Salah wanted to basically say it was done in his interview at the end with Dom Szoboszlai. But listen, we just got to keep going. Pick up another 3 points on Wednesday. Arsenal drop any sort of points on Wednesday and we win. It's game over, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they can't drop no points. Yeah, they can't drop no points because they've still got to come to Anfield.
They have to be perfect.
As long as we don't lose to them at Anfield. Even if we lose them at Anfield, it's still not. It's just based on the other games. But
I said to you, I don't see them losing. I don't see them winning against Forest.
No.
I genuinely think it is. I think obviously the title's done, but I genuinely don't see them beating Forest. They struggle against mid-block teams. They can't score at the minute because they've got nobody to score for them. And I genuinely think Arsenal, not so much, in terms of the title race, but they've probably got to be thinking, especially if Forest had won today, they surely got to be thinking about their position in the top 4 because it is such a long way to go until the end. You look at the points. If Forest had won, of course they could have gone over them. City, I think City are a few points behind them, but again, you could have asked that question. I do think Arsenal will still finish second, but again, the fact that they could have been closer to us, and they could have been closer to us if they had added a striker. You look at the lone players that I know Arsenal fans have gone on about it in terms of Evan Ferguson and all of these other players. Could Evan Ferguson have done you a job for 6 months potentially? Or somebody like that could have done you a job, and instead, they decided to go, no, we're going to wait. And I think you are right, Rick. I think if we don't hear that Arsenal are going to go after Isak, then they've conceded defeat on him. And again, would Arsenal fans allow him to do that though? Because right now, you'd probably say, what, Mikel Arteta is the most powerful man at the club for Arsenal, and if they don't go after Isak, or they don't go after a striker like a Gyökeres or somebody like that, would then they call for his head even before the season start, I'd probably say yeah. Out of anyone else.
Yeah, I can't. Me personally, I've been Arteta off now, but that's just me.
Well, to be fair, you would have him sacked at the start of the season. to be fair, well, we said this yesterday though, didn't we? Like when you look at the managers on the market, do you go after Nagelsmann if you're Arsenal?
I don't think you get him out of Germany, to be fair.
Who do you
So
go
what?
for?
You got the World Cup in America, innit? He won't leave before
Yeah,
that.
26.
Yeah, he won't leave before that.
Hmm.
Unless
Yeah,
they
no.
stick with Arteta for another year, then give it to Nagelsmann after that.
Be interesting. Anyway, but Gary saying Liverpool will win the Prem against Arsenal at Anfield. No, I want a God of Honor by then. I want them to.
Be too early then, I think. It's too early that game, I think.
Is it? It's only the third game of the season.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll double check this now. I swear it's like the third. Yeah, it is. It's we've got Arsenal, then it's Brighton, then it's Crystal Palace, and the season's done. So I want my God of Honor from Arsenal. Forest 0, Arsenal 0. Stinks of it.
Take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not getting too ahead of myself just yet, says James. As well, I fully am. I think as every Red should do. Everton fans won't want to use that chant about last season now. We can say we won the league in Manchester. Yeah, absolutely. Everton and Man United nearly kicked off at each other. To be well, there was no pitch invasion, was there, for this 2-2 draw on the weekend anyway? So like obviously if we batter the Ev to go on to win the Premier League again, I'd be more than happy with that as well. I know Ryan's gonna be fuming about that.
He's put the day off work after.
Has he actually?
Yeah, he's put the day off after. He said he don't go to work after he gets slapped by us.
Oh God, long may that continue. Carl says win the league against the Ev at Anfield as well. Yeah, that would be the perfect dream. Anyway, but look, we are going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Anyway, a big thank you for everyone for tuning in to the post-match reaction. Look, the Reds are 11 points clear. I'm going to keep on reiterating that because, look, again, we have played a game in hand, but I think it just goes to show how dominant Liverpool have been this season. But Rick, have you got anything else to say before we do shoot off?
No, I'm good. All good. Win the league, done, mate.
What do you mean? Win the league, win the Champions League? We'll do everything this season. We could still win a treble this season.
Imagine Slots wins the Champions League as well in his first season, mate.
It's not impossible. Like,
it's not, but what we got? You got
Vinyl. So
is it Newcastle and then PSG?
Yeah.
Yeah. Away first leg, innit? Then who we got after that? Southampton's the game at home after that. I mean, you could put your 12-year-olds. You put your 12-year-olds against Southampton at home. They're dreadful. So yeah, maybe get past PSG. I'd love to get Arsenal though in the round after that. I know it's Club Bruges, wouldn't it? After PSG,
yeah, it's Villarreal, Club Bruges, and then the semis we'd get Arsenal.
I'd love to get Arsenal in the semis and dunk Arteta like that as well. I mean, I don't think the Arsenal fans could cope with Liverpool beat them to the Premier League title and dumped them out the Champions League in the same season.
But to be fair though, I want to see Mbappe just run Saliba all over the park.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Mbappe run Trent all over the park. Sorry.
And we've done that before. Well, we did. Obviously, Trent was injured, but just put Conor Bradley right back. Sound.
They won't. I don't think they beat either Madrid team, but I'd love it if they did, because I can't get to a semi-final. Us against Real Madrid and just I know we beat Real Madrid this season, but we pretty much beat Real Madrid's B team.
Yeah, but we're at home for the second leg.
Yeah, 100. I get that, but it's PTSD against Madrid, isn't it?
No.
I'd rather get Arsenal and dump them out of it, and Arteta lose his job because he's been slapped by a slot all over the place all season. To be fair,
could you imagine that? Like Liverpool get to a Champions League final for beating Arsenal over 2 legs.
Yeah, mate, and won the Prem. I don't think Arteta would cope.
Just Arsenal fan. Genuinely, if that happened, they'd
Mate,
go into overdrive.
There'd be certain Arsenal fans on social media I'd love to like have a conversation with after dumping them out of that as well.
Christ. No,
You know who as well.
Where's Egal, wherever he is?
Yeah.
But big up, Vocalo as well. Big up Cal as well. If you're doing well. Maybe 2 cups as a venture as well.
The final's not a Wembley, is it?
What, the Champions League?
Yeah.
No, it's in Munich.
Oh. Gary put it in.
Oh no, it's probably due to the League Cup, innit? But even still, like if we get to win the League Cup and that, then sound like.
But you know, you'd get Arsenal, Man United fans and see it's not the real treble. It's not the real treble.
Jesus, they won't make it past either Madrid's though. Yeah,
no, I don't think they do, but I'd like them to.
Well, they need to get past PSV first. Like I said, like I know we could say it's the Dutch league, but genuinely,
imagine PSV knock Arsenal, they're not one of the Madrids out as well.
Liverpool, imagine that, and then Liverpool gets the Champions League final. Oh, that'd be nice anyway.
I don't want Villa though. I don't want Villa.
Well, the Club Brugge game is going to be interesting because they beat Atlanta, didn't they?
Comfortably as well.
Yeah, so it could be a shocker, to be fair, but of course we'll have to wait and see for that anyway. But obviously, big thanks to Rick for popping on as well. Big up to you guys as well. Of course, there will be short clips coming up on the channel for about the next hour. Obviously, having a look at Alan Slot and what he said after the post match about the game as well. So make sure you are tuning into that, of course. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Of course, we will be back tomorrow. Maybe talking a bit more about this game, talking obviously a bit more in depth. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend, I should say. And yeah, just remember, Liverpool are top by 11 points, and they're going to win the league. And good luck. Book your parade tickets now. That's what I'm going to say. But look, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.